congratulations on the movie.
Thanks very much.
Yesterday.
Great, cheers.
My first question is, was it as cold on day as it looked on camera?
Yes, colder.
That's what Takahiro said as well. Something like that. Scotland, the scenery, the landscape almost felt like a character itself every day. Was that always in your mind when you were writing it?
Yeah, if you'd read the script, I mean, the weather is mentioned a lot, and the weather was a huge character, but I didn't think I'd get so lucky because, you can't sort of make wind, and when we got
rising star.
So every time it was really, really windy, it was freezing for the cast, but for me and the cinematographer were just kind of rubbing our hands, like, this is going to look great. So yeah.
Look, you've done the segue for me. My next question is, talk to me about working with Robbie Ryan on the cinematography, because it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
it captures the beautiful but bleak landscape of
Scotland. Yeah. I mean,
talk to me about that relationship between you and the cinematographer.
Well, I've only ever worked with Robbie. I made a short film with him and then 2 feature films now with him, and we don't have to talk to each other on set. We're good friends off set, and then as soon as we get on set, I just let him get on with it. We've got our guidelines. I know I want certain things, static camera and deep focus, and so the rest of it was a mixture between talented Robbie, beautiful cast, and then Scotland, Scottish hills.
And there's a line in the film that Takehiro's character says where he's asking Tornado why they cheer for evil.
Favourite person.
And Tornado says because good is boring.
Yeah.
That's a line that stuck out to me during the movie. I'm curious, where did that line come from? Was that always going to be a part of the story? Was that something that because it felt like that bled into the overall theme of the movie?
It's a good question. I think that there was quite a few things, especially around the puppet show, that I felt mirrored the film. The puppets in themselves kind of fighting mirrored the end and the sort of arm coming off or whatever. But the line, it's a comment on cinema as well, I think, where I was thinking about what violence means in cinema, and the fact that a lot of the films I love can be violent or people can cheer, but I think there's a catharticism about all this, that good can be boring.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a sort of nod to cinema, really, I think. Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
We're big fans of physical media at the channel. What's your thoughts on streaming versus physical media? And do you remember the first VHS or the first DVD that you ever bought?
I mean, first and foremost, I'm cinema. I'm the big screen. So after that, then I'm sort of like, whatever works. I had a big VHS collection when I was a kid. I used to rent videos from Tapeport and Fife, the video shop. That was my film education. They only had Rambo, Robocop, Die Hard, Predator, those kind of films, but I grew up in them and loved them. So that was my first experience. And then DVDs, I love DVD extras, and so as a filmmaker, you just want as many behind the scenes and all that is very important. So I still get DVDs if you've got other behind the scenes stuff. I think for me it's cinema, big screen first, and then everything else, whatever goes.
John, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.